Good evening, guys. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes. The room's just filtering in now, so give it a 60 to 90 seconds, and we will get started with the information tonight. Yeah, if you haven't already, let's get the message out. This is a great opportunity to let people know what we're doing, what we're excited about. So we'll give it 60 to 90 seconds. I know there is a lot of events going on tonight and a lot of home events going on, so if we give it 60 to 90 seconds, and we'll start with the information tonight. Right, guys, we're going to make a start. I want it to keep on time, keep nice and punctual. I'm just going to double check how many you do have in the room. Only 7 attendees, but nevertheless, we're going to make a start. The people will keep filtering in, so the chat bar is live, the chat bar's active, so any questions, fire them in there. But listen, guys, appreciate your time to come and take a look at what we're all excited about. I want you to get real comfy. We're going to be 20-30 minutes maximum. I want to go through the information. We're going to cover all the information that you need to not only make a sound business decision, but make a decision that's right for you. So my name's Josh Maskell. I'm 26. I'm from Leeds. And when I first looked at this, I said no, for the main reason that I did not drink coffee. I was not a coffee drinker. So the key tonight is one, be open-minded, but two, to have the Warren Buffett mindset. And for me, that is what you like to do should be a hobby of yours, but what the world likes to do, what the world likes to do, should be a business for yours. And for me, I quickly started to realize that the world drinks coffee and it's such a big industry. So for the guests here tonight, my main goal is to explain why our company is growing as fast as it is. Okay, it's the #1 ranked momentum company in all of the UK right now, moving fast. And for me, that made perfect sense. I wanted to get involved with an opportunity that was moving fast. Okay, right place, right time, right opportunity. And for me, that made perfect sense. So as I've said, the main aim tonight is to give you the information, okay, and you then make a decision for yourself, okay? All we want you to do tonight is make a decision and make that right for you. So when I began networking, I was financially challenged, okay? That's just a polite way to say I was broke, had no money. So I was always open-minded to anything that I looked at, okay? My background's personal training. I studied at university for 3 years, came back, and there was zero graduate work for me to do. So got involved in the personal training profession, and from that, I dropped on an opportunity. The original opportunity was in nutrition products, stuff like that. But for me, that always required me to sell that product to you, and also not only sell it, but to keep you on that product, okay? And for me, coffee and what we're about with OrganoGold is a product that people want, and for me, that's totally different, okay? So I knew things had to change when I started networking. So what I did was I decided to stop listening to myself. Okay, I had money challenges. I remember I used to celebrate when I was making £1,000 a month. That was like a big month for me. But I decided to stop listening to myself because I had money challenges. So I stopped doing that. I decided to follow people who had a proven track record and had what I wanted. Okay, and in 2 years now of networking, okay, and I'm now able to earn 5 figures per month. And I'm not saying that to show off or anything like that. I'm saying this because it's possible. And for me, I come from a background of no business accolades. My degree wasn't in business. I had no money, and I've built this from the ground up. And for me, that's a great opportunity. Okay, I'm not expecting everyone on the call tonight to get involved. I'm looking for that 1 to 2 people who want to make a change and make an impact in what we're trying to achieve in OrganoGold here in the UK. So as I've said, my biggest piece of encouragement is to be open-minded. The name of our company is OrganoGold, and for me, I love simplicity. And when I looked into the business, I realized OrganoGold had positioned themselves in front of some major growing industries. So and for me, the first industry was there already, which I knew about, which was health and wellness. The health and wellness industry will never go away. Over the next 10 years, it's only going to grow and grow and grow. So for me, we're definitely capitalizing on that. The second industry is the home-based business. And for me, whether you want to call it word of mouth marketing, network marketing, whatever you want to call it, the home-based business has so many advantages, whether that's tax or just look into it, okay? Highly recommend. I'm not going to go in depth tonight, but check out the tax benefits on the home-based business. So the third industry is the internet. Tonight, if you get started, you will be set with your own internet page, which is all managed for you, okay? You don't have to deal with that. You can buy your own product on there, and people can go there to buy the products as well. The fourth industry, and like I've said, look at this through your business eyes, is coffee. Our coffee is our main product, coffee, green tea, stuff like that. But it's actually the delivery system for our main product, which we're going to go on to later, okay? So coffee's massive. Once I first looked at it, I didn't realize how big it was. Not only is it the second most traded commodity next to oil, it's also the second most consumed beverage next to water. It's just funny that you have to use water to make coffee. So when I looked at this, started making more and more sense, okay? And I asked myself the question, 10, 20, 30 years down the line, will people still be drinking coffee? The answer is 100% yes. The only question you have to ask yourself tonight is, will they be drinking your coffee? Okay, it's the #1 habit in the world. How would you like to have your income tied to a habit all across the world, okay? And what if we could make that habit healthier? Okay, in today's economy, we have to stop exchanging time for money. I saw this early on. We have to create an environment where we have equity in numerous transactions that have nothing to do with our time, okay? And if those little facts there in the coffee industry don't make sense, and the clues don't make sense, take a look at some more. I looked at Starbucks, okay? Starbucks now, it's now acceptable to go in there and to be charged £2.50 plus per cup, okay? They've made it socially acceptable now to charge that amount for coffee, okay? You've got your Costas in the UK, Caffè Nero. I see it more and more now. I've been on the road today traveling, and just more and more coffee shops are cropping up. Stopped at a service station today, and a vending machine, I checked out the cost of a vending machine, £3.20 for a vending machine coffee, okay? And from that, then McDonald's have copied. They saw what Starbucks were doing. They saw that Starbucks was growing at $1 billion per year, and they moved 70% of their advertising budget to coffee, the McCafe range. And all these billion-dollar businesses are following suit. You've got Burger King, Subway, Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts even changed their logo from a donut to a coffee cup, okay? And you've got Burger King with the ice mocha and stuff like that. So you've got these large corporations all in the coffee wars, following that down, okay? And I tell a little joke, and from a presentation that I heard right at the very beginning, McDonald's have even fired Ronald McDonald. You don't see him no more, okay? It's all tailored towards coffee. You drive by McDonald's now, you drive by the donut shop next to that, and in there you've got people who are doing meetings, okay? You've got Wi-Fi in there, coffee, and people are having meetings in McDonald's. 10 years back, you would never, ever have seen that, okay? You would never, ever have seen that. So very simple concept, okay? Instead of paying all the endorsements like McDonald's and Starbucks have to do, okay, all that Organogold will do is pay their distributors, their business partners to endorse it. And right now, that business concept attached to sharing is appealing, okay? It's very, very appealing. We've never been more connected than we have. I've just been briefly watching then a program regarding social media and just how attached people are now, okay? The most socially connected generation ever, okay? And for me, that just makes sense. Word of mouth works, okay? YouTube's now, it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, skip ad. You can fast forward through the advertisements. Now people more than ever listen to what the friends have got to say, and most people now are looking for that extra way to make money, and whether that's an extra £500 a month or the premium figures, okay? It's all there for the taking, okay? So as we've said, right place, right time. We're looking for the right people, and what Organogold have done, they've taken the coffee, okay, and they've taken an exclusive, powerful ingredient called Ganoderma, okay, and what they've done is, as we've already briefly mentioned, they're making the habit healthier. They've taken the coffee, the genius of coffee, and they've taken the magic of Ganoderma, and they've infused this herb into all the drinks. You can't taste it, smell it, or see it, okay? I'm not an expert on Ganoderma. I'm not going to pretend to be. But just type any ailment before Ganoderma in Google and do your own research. There's so much independent documentation out there. We hear that a lot. Not from the company. You've got independent documentation out there, medical published stuff, and so much more and more. So there's so much credibility on the herb out there. Originally for the Chinese, royalty, okay, it's 4,000 years of research into that. It's been used for centuries and centuries and centuries. Anti-inflammatory, sleep, skin, all this good stuff. So listen, try the product and get a testimonial. That's one thing that I do say. And OrganoGold have 100% certified organic Ganoderma, okay, the best of the best. So our product line right now in the UK, what appealed to me was just how new this market was, okay, new and exciting, the ability to really take charge and build a large group, okay, and build in a marketplace that was relatively new. That was exciting to me. So a lot of buzz around what we're doing at the minute, and people are starting to see what we're doing is actually working. So our product line, very simple. We've got a black coffee, latte, mocha, red tea, green tea, black ice, hot chocolate drinks. We've now got nutraceuticals, which is the capsule form of the Ganoderma. And what we've just launched is the Nespresso machine, type machine, so espresso with the pods and stuff like that. So the market's moving, the market's changing, and we're bringing more and more products over to the UK. So the range is only going to get bigger, and this is going to get bigger as the UK market grows, okay? So a quick one, how many of you heard of the remedy, an apple a day keeps the doctor away? But no one's in the habit of eating apples, okay? But 75% of people are addicted to coffee. So imagine making that habit healthier. For me, that's just genius, okay? And it doesn't get any easier. Anybody can share a cup of coffee. Anybody can sit down, put the kettle on and share the coffee. Whereas this is what I've seen with this. It can be done by the masses, okay? And this is going to be the next billion-dollar company. Period. No shadow of doubt this is going to go big. So what I looked into was the leadership behind the business, which I'm always big on. Companies rise and fall in leadership, and you only have to take a look at some of the names. Google some of the names that are in charge, okay? And it launched in 2008. It did 2 million in its first years of sales at OrganoGold. In 2009, it did 9 million in sales. In 2009, they introduced a gentleman called Halton Buggs, okay? Halton Buggs got involved in 2009 and became the executive vice president of sales. And in 2010, the company did 47 million in sales. 2011 did 152. And then the expansion began, okay? And we're now open for business in 37 countries. We've got guys on the line now. We're building teams in Spain, Nigeria, Canada, France, Italy. I've been in talks with Ireland today. So this is growing at an incredible rate, okay? And we have the opportunity with OrganoGold to not only build this local, but start thinking globally, okay? As we've said, we're the most connected age ever. We have an ability here to build this brand as big as we see, okay? As big as we can dream it, is as big as we can build it. And as I've said, for me, when I look at that, we have the ability to earn money in 37 countries, okay? Think and grow rich. So OrganoGold have an exclusive collaboration with the Napoleon Hill Foundation. So the average millionaire's read that around 11 times. And for me, that's just more credibility behind the company, okay? So let's talk money. Who likes money? That was definitely the overriding factor for me to get involved in network marketing originally. Originally, I just wanted to make the extra £500, had no intentions of making the big money, didn't realize it was even there. But most people do like to do research, okay? And my research was simply closing my eyes and thinking of my bank balance. I remember I used to live in my overdraft, constantly in my overdraft. I used to get fees all the time. I think they were £36 fees, and it was month to month like that. But at the time, I didn't really see a way out. Had no goals or what I could possibly do. Okay, I was working as a PT, and it seemed bleak, but I made it happen. Okay, and I got to work. And then for me, everyone's going to do their own research, but for me, look at research. It means it's already being done. Okay, and to see if you're making the right decision, only you can ask that. But I'm giving you all the information that I've been given tonight, and I'm telling you, I made the right decision. I drove an Hyundai Amica. I don't know if everyone can remember that. Google the car. It's atrocious. Hyundai Amica. It was a little black thing. Betty, we used to call it. But I now drive a Mercedes Benz, which I've paid cash for, and I've actually just won a brand new black Mercedes working for this company. So we're also just moving into a brand new home, and me and my partner can take breaks and holidays when and where we want. And for me, that's just perfect. Time freedom, financial freedom, are massive for me now, and my goal now is to help other people achieve that. So the first part in getting paid in OrganoGold is the retail aspect. And for me, that just made sense with coffee, because you can be part of the major supply of the demand out there. People are wanting coffee, and we have a great gourmet tasting coffee as well. And this is simple. Listen, we buy wholesale, we sell retail, and we keep 100% of the profit. I've never been a massive product guy. Okay, I always thought that you buy it at wholesale at a high price, and you have to try and sell it in a crazy price, and you have to make up crazy stories and stuff like that. But listen, it's coffee. It's easy. It's simple. It's coffee. And what I understood was the profitability in coffee. Okay, a box of our black coffee is £13.50 at wholesale. That's around 45p a cup. Okay, and at £25 a box, which I retail my coffee for, that's only 83 pence a cup. So is that less than what they're paying out there in the marketplace? Yes. Okay, for a premium gourmet, healthier cup of coffee. Okay, and for me, the retail aspect, this is an opportunity to make your money, to make money without having to go out there and recruit people, because I understand that people, not everybody wants to get into this game to be a massive networker. Okay, and I understand that not everyone is going to do that or want to do that. So the ability to build an income from just retailing is also there. And I've got a lot of people in our organization and business partners who are just going out there and retailing on a massive scale. So from this, ask yourself the question, how many of you can give away things for free? And that's all we've done with Organo Gold. Okay, we give away free samples, and if they like it, they come back and buy more, whether that's wholesale or retail. But for me, that's as simple as it can get. And I believe anybody can do that. The second way to be paid is what's called a fast track bonus. Okay, when you enroll people into the business, they're going to choose a product pack just like you're going to do tonight, and that's bronze, silver, or gold. And you can be paid up to £95 on them packs, 95 for a gold pack, and it goes down and down and down. So listen, you're not going to get rich signing people up. But who thinks £95 is a lot of money? Not necessarily, but you would definitely notice that if it was missing off your next paycheck. So, but as I've said, you don't get rich signing people up. All Organo Gold there are looking after you basically for bringing in new business partners. Okay, but listen, the purpose of your friend getting you on the call tonight was not just to sign you up or sell your OG, but it's to see, number one, if the product line is a fit, and number two, does this business model make sense to you? The third way to be paid is Dual Team, and this is the serious question, right? Okay, this is where I want you to get a notepad and pen out and really think this out, because when this was the deal breaker for me. This is what got me excited about stuff, and for me, that is the key. That is the key for me. So keep get your notepad and pen out, because this is the serious question that you need to know. And the question is, do you know two people who like you, okay, and who drink coffee and are open to making extra money? So like I've said, I live in a world of common sense, and when I saw this 22 weeks ago, I immediately got rich. I saw this as clear as day, and this is, I want to try and explain it how I saw it. Okay, as I've said, you've got to think clear with this, because you don't get what you want. Okay, you get what you picture. So you have the ability to see things here that aren't there yet. Okay, and all of you are seeing this business tonight. Okay, but not all of you will see the business. Okay, and I saw this business straight away. I hope that makes sense. And what I want you to do is, for the next 5 minutes, try and see this in the future, okay, and see it moving across a lot, because it's going to be difficult. And what I need to do is believe what you can't see with your physical eyes. So listen, all Organo Gold are doing is month one, can you enroll 2 people into the business? Okay, and we will even help you do that. Who thinks they can get that done? Okay, and what if we even helped you with home meetings, with calls like this, meetings, whatever we need to do to get you those 2 people in the first month? Can you enroll 2 people into the business? Okay, so month 2, okay, take those 2 people and duplicate those 2 people to the same. Month 3, same, over a 30-day period. You do that for 12 months, okay? That's 4,096 people, coffee drinkers in your group. I got excited when I saw this, okay? And I believe anyone can do that. You've just got to find 2, okay? And now what I want you to ask is can you see that, okay? And that was, for me, the key. Simple duplication of people just necessarily drinking the coffee, not building the business, just building a distributorship of coffee drinkers. Month 12, that's 4,096 people. I got really excited about that, and it's £190 to get involved in this business with a bronze kit. Okay, I didn't have that amount of money when I got started, but just if those 4,096 people just got 3 to 4 boxes when they got started. Okay, over the 12 months of 2 just get 2, that would generate $200,000 in sales. Okay, Organo Gold, the Dual Team, say that will give you 20% of that. That's around £20,000. Okay, results not typical, so don't be typical. But that's just two finding two. Okay, I got excited about that. Okay, and I got that excited that when I sat down and wrote this out for people and showed them the plan, and they didn't get it, I just thought, what was wrong? Okay, what was wrong with you? Because I immediately got that. Okay, and for me, what you need to do, and this is what I wasn't in this mindset, is ask yourself, what would you do with that amount of money? Okay, what would you do with £20,000 a month? Okay, and people say, and that's residual money. That's from building a network, building a consumership of people just drinking the coffee. And I couldn't think that big when I was only making £1,000 a month. Okay, I didn't believe in these sort of incomes. Okay, but I start asking yourself the question, how many would change postcode? Okay, how many would change the car that you drive? And you need to start believing that this is possible, because I've seen it. I've seen the credibility. I've seen people make it happen, myself included. Okay, and you've just got to find two. Okay, just got to find two. And then why would you wait not to act on that? The numbers are in his favor. I'm saying that more and more in the UK. It's just two people. It's that simple with the Joule team. Okay, so don't overthink that. Two will find two all drinking the coffee. Two will find two all drinking the coffee. It's just two people. It is really that simple. So what's the other plan? This is what I ask myself all the time. Go to school. That was what I did. Go to college. What I did. Go to university. What I did. And then get a good job. That's what I was getting told. Work for 40 years, for 40 hours a week, then retire on 40% of less what you were struggling to start with. Okay, and more you're seeing the rise of the entrepreneur, the rise of the business builder. I highly recommend, if you're on the call tonight and you see something in this, then to reach out to me, because I want to send you a fantastic new documentary called Rise of the Entrepreneur. It's an hour long, and it's just explaining now just how times are changing. Okay, and as I've said, how many of you like simplicity? And all I had to do was help two people get to, and then I found people, listen, who did more. Okay, I've got people on the line tonight, like Alex Cannon and Shane Fisher, Bradley Marchant, Ryan Hall, Keith Brook, Adam Lowe, Danielle. It just goes on and on. People who are finding more and more and more. Okay, and people who are bringing in 20+ people. It's just happening. Okay, and this concept's appealing now. Okay, but the key with this is, I'm telling you guys, you have to know what you're going to do with that amount of money, because your comfort zone is your broke zone. So so you can live on that. Okay, we've explained that. I hope that makes some sense. But until things get better, because what do coffee drinkers do when they run out? And coffee drinkers drink it every day, every week, every year, forever. Okay, they will not stop. And what Organo Gold have also done then is put a residual plan together. So every single month, when people in your organization reorder coffee, which they will, I've seen it happen, Organo Gold are going to pay you on all the coffee that is reordered. Okay, Steve Martin, my senior upline business partner, who is mentoring this group and helping with the launch in the UK, his group does $1 million+ in coffee sales. Okay, $1 million+ in coffee sales per month. Okay, and we're being led by this fantastic gentleman. So let's use an example, a smaller example. Let's just say someone on my fourth line, okay, level reorders £100 of coffee, okay, for their consumption in their business. Organo Gold will pay me £4, okay, not a huge amount of money, but you see it, they're just paying me a commission on all reorders in my business. You get down 4 generations, I might not even know that guy is. Okay, again, I get excited about stuff like that. That's what I'm getting, equity in transactions that are nothing to do with me. Okay, residual income is the most powerful part of this business. Okay, Starbucks are never going to pay us. Costa are never going to pay us. We're just getting in front of the wholesaler. We're just getting in front of Starbucks. People are going to drink this coffee. It tastes great. It makes you feel good. Okay, so residual income is the most powerful part. Just a little bit about excuses, what I like to talk about, that people give about getting started. They might say, I haven't got time, I haven't got the money. But listen, I've got to think about it. I've got to do my research. My wish is that, listen, you find people who have zero excuses and enroll these type of people into the business, because this brand's going to go to the $1 billion with or without you. So as I said, my wish tonight is that you find the people who have zero excuses and enroll these type of people, because that's what you want. You want to find the people who have nothing to moan about or make excuses about, and they'll just want to go out there and create wealth for themselves and their family. So the second part, listen, with the residual part is, listen, you may not be good at networking to start with, but you may enroll someone who is. And what Organo Gold have put together is what's called a matching bonus, and that will pay you 20% of their uni level. So I don't want to go crazy in depth with the marketing plan, but just listen, the company's going to look after you. You've got generational leadership bonus. And remember, we're in 37 countries. We've even got a global pool now as well, which got me excited, which I've just qualified for. They've just bought a dream car program out, which we can explain as well. So there's so many success stories out there, guys. I've just seen this happen. And what you've seen tonight is a small snippet of the opportunity. And that's what matters, okay? But what you do with it is the main thing, okay? Not everyone's going to see this tonight, okay? And I use this token that a football in my hands is worth absolutely nothing, but you give the same football to Ronaldo, it's worth millions, okay? And the person who invited you to this call tonight, all they're doing is putting this in your hands, okay? And you decide what that's worth for you. Some people don't want that, and that's absolutely fine, okay? Some people don't want that, and some people are scared. They're afraid to fail, and I was like this, okay? But they can't be winning if there's not a chance of losing, okay? You've got yourself a chance here, okay? This is much bigger than just a box of coffee. I mean, my theory is, why not live at the top, okay? The money's out there. The money is out there, guys, and I never realized this, okay? And I said this to myself at 23. I had to do something, okay? I hope that makes sense. I had to do something, and I didn't care what it was for. I knew what I saw. The guys I'm working with are making multiple 7 figures a year, okay? And there's power in proximity. You become who you follow, and I'm following people who have what I want, and I'm willing to do that all the way to the top, and we're looking for people to come on that ride with us. So as I've said already, I had to stop following my own advice, okay? And you've got to do a check right now and see what you want. And if you see something in this, then don't hesitate and act straight away. So you've heard a lot tonight. My goal right now is for you to make a decision for yourself that's right for you. And if you make a decision with us to work, then great, let's get to work. The worst case scenario is you drink the coffee and you get healthier, okay? And in the UK now, this is new, okay? We've got a group now, a small tight-knit community of around 600, 700 people who are building the brand, okay? And we're looking to create something special in the UK, and for me, that excites me, okay? And for getting started, listen to this, it's £40 plus VAT to get started. I'll say that again, it's £40 plus VAT to get started, to start your very own business tonight, okay? And so please don't tell me you've got to go away and think about it. It's £40 plus VAT, okay? And please think of a better excuse than time, and it's £40, and that's it. If you had a retail store, just an example, and you had the building, you paid for that and all stuff like that, obviously that's going to cost more than £40, but what you'd have to do to the shop is stock the shop, sorry. And for me, that involves putting a little bit of product there. So what Organo Gold have done is they've put together optional promotional packs, and the one that I came in with was the bronze pack. And that gave me 10 boxes, okay? And the money you've got there is inventory, okay? You're getting product in return for your money there, so you can retail that and get your investment straight back. But you've got option then in day 7 to upgrade to the gold pack, which I did. And for me, that's just setting my business up to win. I committed to gold pack day 7, and listen, that is it's around £900 to upgrade to that day 7, but that's an option, okay? Don't get het up about the money, okay? And you might be thinking that's a lot of money, and how many of you do think that's a lot of money? But I do not fault you on that, okay? Thinking about that 2 years ago, there was no way I could have afforded that. But I'll explain the reasoning why I recommend the gold pack, and you're going to get 20% in the dual team, okay? And that's massive. So if you've got any questions about that, we can ask them later. I don't want to go too much into that, but as I've said, that's what I did day 7. So guys, listen, you've seen the information tonight, and I believe wholeheartedly that most people are looking for a way that can make extra money. And for me, this is the ultimate business model now, okay? There's companies in our space dwarfing what we're doing. You've got Avon, Herbalife, Nu Skin, so many companies now that are bashing us in terms of, but they've been going much longer, okay? They've been going from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and we're new, 6 years old, and our momentum's growing. Okay, wave 2. As I've said, there's a need for this opportunity. It's very simple. Networking to me is the future. Facebook grew through word of mouth, WhatsApp, Snapchat. All these companies are growing through word of mouth. Okay, and what you need to look for in a company is a sound product line, which we have. leadership that's in place and a company that's there to help grow and sustain growth. And people are looking for what we have, okay? As I've said in closing now, guys, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's performance and effort-based, and you get directly what you put in. And for me, that just makes perfect sense. If you do a little, you get a little. You choose your value. I'm building this big. There's a few guys on the call tonight who will definitely build this big as well, and you can be part of what we're doing. And trust me, if you do this enough, okay, and you follow our system that we have, which will be explained on another webinar, okay, and your belief level will go through the roof. Okay, the numbers are in his favor. If you share the product and share the story enough, you're going to find people who love this concept. So in closing, please don't get off the call tonight and speak to someone who doesn't have a clue what they're talking about. Listen, mum and dad might not get it, spouse, partners might not get it, okay, but follow advice from people who have what you want. And trust me, this can produce you the #1 lifestyle in the world, whether that's financial or time freedom. It's simple. You share the product, you share the story, and when you find like-minded people, you do the same in their circle of friends and their place and their friends. Sorry. So like I've said, guys, right place, right time, right people. This will be the next billion-dollar company. You're seeing this before it's, like I said, before it's in the billions, okay? It's not a pyramid scheme, okay? We've got a tangible product to discuss tonight. This company's been around 6 years. It's endorsed by Manny Pacquiao, Greg Norman, okay? Names are coming. They've just put it in. It's been in the Spanish Football League now. They've got some advertising going on there. So listen, you're with the right group if you're a winner on the call. I really want to connect with you, whether that's a Skype call after or a three-way call. It'd be great to connect. If you see something what we've got to do tonight, we can get your answers. We can get your questions answered and get you in the system. So, as I've said, have urgency. Okay, this group is growing, and how this works is the sooner you get in, the better. My advice is think big, guys. The way of business. This way of business will become the norm. This is happening. You can't stop a solution to a problem. The economy is shifting. The way we make money is shifting, and I'll see you at the top. As I've said, guys. I have no boss, no hours, and I'm making this amount of money in the worst economy since the Great Depression. I'm happy, guys. And if you see something in this for you, then get involved. Whether, like I've said, that's Skype, Uvu, whatever it is. Let's touch base and go from there, guys. So it's been a pleasure, and good night.